We've come across a very interesting display here at the Mandurah Boat Show. It's a display of old outboard motors, and there's actually a club, which is the West Australian Old Outboard chapter of the American Outboard
Antique Club, incorporated. Yeah.
Right. So you guys, you collect old outboard motors.
Yeah, started off probably 20 years ago.
So this one here has caught our attention.
Yeah.
This is the Clarke
Troller. Yeah, they were built 1938, 1939. 40 to 41, they started phasing them out.
Yep.
This is a single cylinder model.
Yep.
They did actually build a twin, but not many of them ever arrived in daylight. This one here, basically, it's about 1.5 horsepower.
Yep.
So you're starting. But the obvious thing about it, it's very small, but the piston is actually under the waterline when it's running. So to fire this up, get up like that, you put your rope around here.
Yep.
Got your rope, and fuel on, bit of throttle, bit of choke, and pull the rope like you normally would.
Yep.
This one, unfortunately, if anyone out there's got a coil and points from one of these, ring me. But this one doesn't have any electrics with it. That's as we got it.
Yep.
Came from the Albany area, but it's like all the big propeller shops here. This actually, 1938-9, had variable pitch propeller.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can change it if you want to go forward or backwards.
So if you...
Yeah, if you want to
So
go backwards,
putting this in reverse, you've got to stop it,
yeah,
turn propellers,
turn the props,
and then it'll go backwards.
Yeah. But anyway, the layout of it is first up is fuel in there.
Yep.
They even give you a little measuring cap. That's your oil into that, and that is the fuel tank. So oil's in there, fuel tank goes in.
So simple.
So simple. Now, when it starts, it takes the air up through here, in through the carby, down the centre of the fuel tank, into here, and this is the actual inlet side of the piston.
Yep.
So it takes the fuel in here, pistons all around, up and down, and the exhaust comes out here, up here, over the loop, and out in the water, because the water level is actually about there when it's running.
So this is water cooled, simply because the combustion chamber is in the water.
Underwater, yeah. These are like very few and far between, but I did a show up Wanneroo way once, and the chap come up to me and he said, "Oh, you got a Clarke Troller?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I've got one at home," and I'm thinking, wow, this is only the second one I've known of in Australia. So anyway, turned out I said, "Well, how did you get it?" He actually, during the war, jumped out of a plane with that on his back and the fuel, and his offside had a folding boat.
Yep.
And he said, "We went up this waterway, we did what we had to do, and we got out." And he says, "I decided that's what got me out, so I brought it home with me." And unfortunately, we were busy, and he says, "Oh, I'll catch you later when you're not so busy." And so we go. We didn't ever see him again, but there's obviously another one around.
This was built in the early 40s, so was it built for that purpose, do you think?
No, I think they were just built as a canoe-type motor.
Right.
But obviously size, weight.
What is the weight of that?
10.5 pounds or something. I think they're pounds, so 12 kilos. As I say, still love to get that one going. It's got good compression, it's got everything, but no coil, no points.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can get one day like this one, the old Evergreen here. That's another battery coil ignition, and I'm running that with a little 12 volt with a 6 watt drop, and that's actually running on a T model Ford coil at the moment.
What is the age of this?
That is 1913, so we're looking at 103 years old.
Wow.
That one's 1912 for sure, but possibly 11. So both those two are over the 100 years. So.
Amazing. Thanks, Steve.
Good. Pleasure. Yeah, it's good to catch up here. Yep.